Hello and welcome everybody to my channel Omni Bioentrance, and today we will be discussing IIT JAM question paper Biotechnology conducted in the year 2022. If you are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe. If you want still previous year question papers of IIT JAM Biotechnology being discussed, you can go to my channel Omni Bioentrance. In the channel playlist, you can search for IIT JAM and in that you will find. Coming to the first question. A man having dominant genetic trait TT genotype can taste phenylthiocarbamide PTC. Marries a woman who cannot taste PTC. The PTC tasting ability of their biological son and daughter is. So this is the man. This is the woman whom he marries. So man will produce gametes containing T genotype and women will produce small t genotypes, and this is autosomal inheritance. So the son and daughter, they will be tasters. So the answer here is both are tasters. Answer is option D. Then which of the following enzyme is absent in person suffering from alkaptonuria? Alkaptonuria, it is an autosomal recessive disorder and the enzyme involved is homogenistic acid oxidase. And this enzyme is involved in the breakdown of tyrosine and phenylalanine. Now, when there is deficiency of the enzyme, it leads to the accumulation of homogenistic acid in the tissues and fluids, and urine, it will turn dark and black upon oxidation. So the answer here is option B. Tyrosinase, it is with regards to albinism. Catechol dioxygenase not related to alkaptonuria. Phenylalanine hydroxylase is associated with phenylketonuria. So the answer here is option B. Then next one. The bacterium that can tolerate high concentration of salt and also ferment mannitol is. It is Staphylococcus aureus. Answer is option A. Then next one. Streptomycin. You have to match the following. What does streptomycin do? Streptomycin, it inhibits binding of formyl methionine tRNA to ribosome P4. P4 is there only in option B. So option B must be your answer, but we will see. Cycloheximide. Cycloheximide inhibits peptidyl transferase activity of the 60S subunit. Yes. Then R1. Rifamycin inhibits beta subunit of RNA polymerase. Yes. Chloramphenicol inhibits peptidyl transferase activity of 50S subunit. Yes. So B is the answer. P4, Q3, R1 and S2. Then next one. DNA gyrase scan. So DNA gyrase is a type 2 topoisomerase and it introduces negative supercoiling in the DNA and relaxes the positive supercoiling. It cuts both the strands of the DNA and it requires ATP. So cut single stranded DNA, no, it cuts both the strands. Relax supercoiled DNA, it relaxes positive supercoiling and introduce negative supercoiling. Answer is option C, introduce negative supercoiling in DNA. D, not utilize ATP, it utilizes ATP. Then next one. The stationary phase of cation exchange chromatography can be. So it is CM cellulose, carboxymethyl cellulose. It is negatively charged and it will bind positively charged molecules. DEAE cellulose is involved in anion exchange chromatography and binds negatively charged anions. Cefadex G50 is involved in gel filtration and separates molecule based on their size. Heparin cephalose is for affinity chromatography and it will bind molecules with heparin binding properties. Then next one. Components of a transmission electron microscope are electron gun, yes, objective lens, not electron gun, it should be electron beam. Neutron beam, no. Okay, see, electron beam, projector lens, objective lens, condenser lens. Yes, option C is the right answer. Then, in a honeybee population, the workers are infertile but protect the queen from intruders and help in reproduction. This is an example of. So, this here, what is happening is, the worker bees are the queen's sisters, or they can be half sisters also, and they are infertile, but they protect the queen from intruders and help in reproduction. So this is an example of kin selection. In kin selection, it is a kind of altruistic behavior and it will help in the reproductive success of relatives over their own. So here the workers are related to queen. They are her sisters or half sisters. So here answer is option C, that is kin selection. K selection, you know, there should be low reproductive rate, large body size, long lifespan, high investment on the offsprings and competition for limited resources. All these characteristics come under K selection. Then sexual selection is related to mating success, that is bright colors of the feathers. All these are come under sexual selection. Then disruptive selection is selection that favors the extreme characters, and this result in increased genetic variation, that is disruptive selection. Then next one. For an enzyme following Michaelis-Menten kinetics, Km is equal to, concentration of S is equal to Km, then the velocity V is. S is substrate concentration, Km is Michaelis-Menten concentration, Vmax is maximal velocity. So here they have given concentration of S is equal to Km. We know the Michaelis-Menten equation, V is equal to Vmax concentration of S by Km plus concentration of S. So Vmax, instead of concentration of S, you have to substitute Km. Then you will get the answer as 0.5 Vmax after solving. So the answer here is option C. Then next one. The net equation for aerobic glycolysis. So aerobic glycolysis, the end product is pyruvate, whereas lactate, it take place in the anaerobic condition. So A cannot be the answer because it is giving lactate, neither can D be the answer because they are also lactate. But you see B and C, it is giving pyruvate. But here in C there is no NAD plus involved, but actually it is involved in glycolysis for conversion of glucose to pyruvate. So answer will be option B, glucose plus 2 ADP plus 2 PI plus 2 NAD plus giving 2 ATP plus 2 NADH plus H2O plus 4H plus. Then next one. In the electron transport chain, flavin mononucleotide FMN can adopt dash as the highest oxidation state. So it can be 2 as the highest oxidation state and is capable of accepting or donating dash electrons respectively. It can accept or donate 1 or 2 electrons. So the answer here is option B, 2, 1 or 2. Then next one. In bacteria, the sigma factor plays a major role in transcription during the stationary phase is. So during the stationary phase, the sigma factor is sigma 28. Answer is option C. Then next one. A rise in cytosolic calcium ion concentration just after fertilization in sea urchin leads to. So here what happens is the sperm and the egg fuses. Then there is increase in the cytosolic calcium concentration. Then cortical granules are released. Fertilization envelope is formed, and this fertilization envelope formation blocks polyspermy and it protects the embryo during the development. So this is what is happening after fusion of sperm and egg in sea urchin. Now see the options. Formation of fertilization envelope. Yes, that's correct. Acrosomal reaction. Acrosomal reaction occurs in the sperm and it is prior to fertilization, and it releases enzymes so that the sperm can penetrate the egg. So here they have asked after fertilization. So B cannot be the answer. Formation of vegetal pole, formation of animal pole, all these are determined during the oogenesis, that is before fertilization. So C and D also cannot be the answer. Answer is option A. Then next one. In a nephron, dash follows the ascending limb of the loop of Henle. So here you can see this is the distal convoluted tubule. This is the loop of Henle. This is the descending limb. This is the ascending limb. This is proximal convoluted tubule. This is distal convoluted tubule. And this is the collecting duct. Okay. So in nephron, dash follows the ascending limb of the loop of Henle. So this is the ascending limb of loop of Henle. So it is naturally the what follows is the distal convoluted tubule. What follows ascending loop of Henle is distal convoluted tubule. So the answer here is option B. Then coming to multiple select question. Transpirational pull that extends down to the roots in plants can be interrupted by. So transpiration occurs through the stomata on the leaf surface, and this will create a negative pressure on the leaf, and this tension, this negative pressure tension, it is transmitted to the xylem vessels. So xylem vessels, they are just like your straw when you are drinking juice from a glass. So it maintains, this straw, it maintains a continuous water column. So similarly, xylem vessels also maintain a continuous water column. Now this water is drawn from the roots. Now from where does the xylem gets the water? It gets it from the root. And from the root it will travel through the xylem vessel, which is having negative pressure, and goes to the leaf from where transpiration is taking place. So because of transpiration, water will be pulled up from the root to the leaf surface through the xylem vessel. Just like how you drink juice from straw using your straw. Now how can you interrupt this transpirational pull, that is this water column in the xylem vessel? How can you interrupt, or I can say, to simplify, how can you interrupt the drinking of your juice from the straw? Now that can happen by the process of cavitation. Yes, that is formation of air bubbles inside the xylem vessel, or if you have formation of air bubbles inside the straw, then it can result in interruption to the flow of juice from the glass to the straw. So similarly, formation of air bubbles in the xylem vessels, that is the process of cavitation, it can break the continuity of the water column and thereby interrupt transpiration. So A is correct. Then comes process of gravitation. Yes, gravitation, it opposes the water movement upwards. So that also can result in interruption of transpiration pull. So B is also correct. Formation of water vapor pockets, that is also correct. Then positive pressure in the xylem sap. Xylem is under negative pressure, not positive pressure. So D is not correct. So the answer here is A, B and C. Then next one. Transfer of plasmid into animal cells can be achieved by electroporation. Yes. Liposome mediated process. Yes. Calcium chloride treatment. Yes. Sucrose treatment. No. So A, B, C is the answer. Then next one. Archaeal cell membrane contain lipids that are ether linked as well as branched alkyl chains. C. So A and C are the answer. Answer is A and C. Then which of the following are producers in an ecological system? Macrophytes. Yes, they are large multicellular plants. Macrophytes. So A is correct. Phytoplanktons. Yes. Zooplanktons. They are not producers. Cyanobacteria. Yes. So A, B, D are correct. Then which of the following act as wound hormone in plants? Ethylene, yes. Cytokinin for cell division. Abscisic acid, yes, it is a stress hormone. So dextrine, dextrine is a polysaccharide and it is derived from starch. It is not a plant hormone. So A, B, C is the answer. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching my channel. Please do like, share and subscribe. If you want still previous year question papers of IIT JAM being solved, you can go to my channel Omni Bio Entrance. In the channel search for playlist. In the playlist you can go for IIT JAM, in that you will find. Thank you.